go walk it out to
And
the
now we're there.
parking lot
And
by
that's the
yourself,
strength.
and you walk up to the car, and put your key in the
I
car,
don't know
and
if we could
somebody comes
turn
around
it.
the car. And now you got a situation you gotta deal with.
I think it's just gonna, we
Now,
could turn this.
what is the problem? What shouldn't you have done?
How does that?
Hmm?
That is
Well,
really far back.
That's not the best scenario either, right? You know, because if they try to take you back, you know, find them all. But even before that,
Well, they're gonna be kicking us. The problem is we want
so
a
what could you
camera.
have done?
Oh my goodness.
Call hubby.
Hubby, boyfriend,
Because it's
friend,
gonna slide.
mom,
Okay.
anybody.
Thank you.
We want to be able to take
Give her 1, 2, 3.
pictures.
Oh, sorry.
We want to be able to take pictures, but we
Don't go
can't
on. They
because
have
this
these
is being
people in
used
the
for
wall
this.
called security.
Do you have it here?
And their job is to service you. So you walk out and you make sure
If you
somebody's
want
with
to.
you.
Oh, that would have been
Might
so
you
bad.
feel embarrassed to ask? Yeah.
Under here.
Get over it.
See, I mean, it's so
Your
funny.
life
But
is
it says
worth
the stream is healthy
protecting.
and it's live.
All
Hi,
right?
people on YouTube.
Get over the embarrassment.
Do you want to grab my phone and check it?
If you want to try,
I
yes,
think I'm
yes,
gonna
sir.
just kind
Thank
of
you.
jump into the physical aspects of what we do, because I can't really remember the whole spiel. It'll come
Usually,
to me
if the
as
front
a-
is
as a
blinking,
go.
it should be.
It's on.
So we teach on the physical side of things 5 defenses. Ears, and you work down the body. Eyes, ears, nose, throat, groin. Now, those are the 5 that the FBI talks about. We add these, because that's for example. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you all actually do physical stuff. All right? Just so you can get a little bit of a feel for it and what all that. Let me give you another scenario. Told you I think of these. How old are you? 16. I am sorry to tell you that you are one of the highest risk people in this.
Should I go down?
I know. It's a horrible thing, but it is what it is. And I'll tell you this, if somebody tries to pop you into their van or into their car, you have almost, if you get tugged into a van or a car, you have about 0% chance of ever being seen again. So if somebody tries to do that, you kick, you scream, you claw, you stick your finger right through their eyeball, you do everything you must do to protect yourself. And you don't get to be squeamish. You don't get to be squeamish. You want to see what it's like? Grab an egg, shove your thumb through it. That's about what it's like to put your finger through an eyeball. And you may be asking yourself, how do I know this? You don't want to know. But you're on a date. Most people are accosted by people they know. So yeah, we can protect ourselves against strangers, but that's like 30% chance, 20% chance, very small, of anybody you're gonna have to. It's usually somebody you know. So, scenario, you're out on a date, you're sitting there, and your date is starting to get friendly. Right? And they put their hand on your thigh. You take their hand, you put it over there, you say, no. Very loud. See? Don't worry about making a scene, see? Never worry about making a scene. As a matter of fact, make a scene. Make the loudest scene you can. Alright? Now he does it again. Okay? What do you do? You already said no. Do you really want to be with a person that does not respect you enough that you only have to say no once? No, this is what you do. You get up and you walk out. No discussion, no nothing. And, you know, that person is, well, wait, what are you doing? You ignore them, you go to the lobby, and you call mom. Or an Uber. No, 16 years old, probably can't call an Uber.
They have Uber Teen now, sir.
They have what?
Uber Teen.
They have Uber Teen?
Yes, sir.
About time. Didn't know that. They look at me and they go, no, you can't, you're too old, you can't have an Uber. But I'm serious about that. You have to make a good choice about the people that you hang around with. And what kind of people are they? And if I'm with somebody and they treat me wrong, and yes, I'm some degree black belt, blah, 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 I'm a guy, blah, 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 and yeah, people treat me wrong. They get one shot. And they treat me wrong once, and they're gone. I don't have them in my life anymore. Why would I? Why? Right? So, you need to be confident enough, and that's something that happens in the martial arts, the training. You need to be able to be confident enough to walk away and not be so worried about, you know, having a date. Will you ever have another date? That you stay and you put yourself through hell because you're not thinking about protecting yourself. So that's type of stuff. Hey, how many of you guys work? How many of you guys have a boss? How many of you all have a boss that's yeah, right. How many of you all have a boss that's toxic? That treats you poorly? That, wow! Don't mince words, how do you really feel? You know what? And my question for you is, why are you still working there? So we'll find another job. Hogwash. Hogwash. Life is too short to live. Back to their boss. Don't ever let them treat you poorly. Never. Never once. Because you let them do it once, it'll get worse. That's all there is to it. Alright? And again, you guys have the right to be treated with honor, with dignity, with respect. You gotta get that first in your head. And then everything flows from that. Okay, so, giving you some scenarios and some ideas. Let's go and deal with yes, we're gonna hit things. You wanna hit things? Come on. You know, when I was in college, I had a martial art club that I started, and one of my male professors lost his mind because I was sparring a woman in college. And how dare I? And why would you treat a woman like that? And men, women, and we train together. We spar together. We learn self-defense together. Because I respect women exactly the same as I respect men. Anyway, okay. Where were we? Eyes, ears, nose, throat, groin. Why are you here?
Educational experience.
Why are you here? Silts? Oh, good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Really? That's it?
I was curious, and I like to save my curiosity.
Excellent. How'd you hear about us? It's your fault. I hope you're happy. Yeah. Good. Good choice. All right, cool. The best self-defense is the defense that happens before you get attacked. I'm gonna tell most of y'all, if you wait to get attacked, your chances of success go down dramatically. Because think about the people out on the street that are gonna attack you. They probably have experience doing it, right? And they probably have that predator mentality, right? Where we don't, we're just average people. But the defense before it happens is more important, which is why I take some time to talk about that kind of stuff. And if we have time at the end, I'll talk a little bit more about it. Now, how do you defend yourself? The most important footwork in the martial arts is what? Shush! Anyone? 50-yard dash. It's the most important footwork. You don't want to, I come up and I start messing with you and you get me to the ground. The last thing you want to be doing is sir, everything you got. Because now you become the aggressor. All right? And how do you know that there's not somebody else with this guy or gal? How do you know? Coming around the corner. Maybe with a knife. So your job in any scenario is to get away, first and foremost. So I'm not going to tell you how to, oh, this will be fun. Hey. Come. Sir. Face each other. Ready? Hit me. Guys, step. Spar. No contact. Stop. Go. Come on. Quick. Come on. That's it. Anyone. Face each other. Give me a hand. That's not how you should fight on the street. It's not. That's training for exercise, development, and all that. That's not how you fight on the street. You hit him once, maybe twice, and you're gone. You're out of it. That's all it takes. Doesn't take much. Okay? So, let's see. Eyes, ears, nose, throat, eyes. All right, eyes. You all seen Three Stooges, haven't you?
No. Yes, sir.
All right. We're going to teach you how to do this. Now, I need, God, there's a lot of you. Hi, Shira. How are you? Yeah, we need squares.
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to figure out how to do Okay, we got so many. Let's have every single one of you guys grab a square.
Yes, sir.
Every single one of you grab 2, maybe 3 people.
Sir.
Do not worry. We will not be practicing on it. Oh, come on! I know. Who's that? Come on, guys. Come on. Don't be shy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Everybody can see. All right. He grabs me around the waist, fair hug, with arms out. Go ahead. I'm kidding. All right. So, go ahead. So gently, I have to be able to talk. Okay. He grabs me around the waist, eyeballs into the eyes, push. Until there's this disgusting squishing sound. And stuff goes. Why? Because you are defending your life or your children's lives. Who knows? In this scenario, if you must use physical defense, all bets are off. You don't worry about what's legal. You don't worry about whether or not you're going to hurt them. All bets are off because you are defending your life. And they don't have a right to touch you unless you give them permission to. They do not have. Now, if they happen to have glasses on, you can still squish their eyeballs. Don't grab them.
Yes, sir.
Just stand there. You go right through the glasses. Okay. All right. You just slip up the glasses and you're right in the eyeballs. See, right now I'm on his eyeballs.
Yes, sir.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. They're going to hold you. Oh, yeah, maybe. Sure. All right. And you're going to come up and here and and you're going to grab the side you're going to go and you're going to press your thumbs in. All right? And we Kia in the martial arts. Hiya! But your Kia is going to be no! Because your voice is a marvelous weapon. It attracts attention. All right? And sometimes it's enough to back some people off. Now, Gabe.
Sir.
Oh, never mind. I got yellow. She's right here. Now, the reason why you do it like this, you don't go ding, because you might miss. All they have to do is move their head a little bit, and you'll miss. So you put your hands to the side, and you just go right there. Now, I'm going up on her eyebrows, so I don't squish your eyeballs, okay? But get your hands, and you grab on and you push, which is why when you're doing it on here, no! That's right. And you want to deflect the pad. If you happen to have really long nails, do you have to touch your nails? Be careful. Don't cut my pad. No, I don't hurt your fingernails. Okay? Y'all got now. Those of you that are holding pads, oh, make them burn. Make them yell. I want to hear her. No, you scallywag. Oh my! There are children in here. All right, go, get them going, get them going, get them going. Come on, get them going, get them going. Come on. Safe environment to learn to develop ferocity. No! I mean, you need. Really? Oh, I can't wait. You need to come at. You can't giggle. You can't let. No. You need to learn to turn on ferocity because that's all the moment you're going to have. And if you don't get free in the first moment, you may not get free at all. So take this seriously. Come at it and really. All right, another 60 seconds. Come on. Let's see what y'all got.
Ready? No!
does not take a lot of repetition. All right? You could probably go home to hubby and just go, no! Oh, I got in martial arts, we not only learn how to defend ourselves, but we learn a system. And there's a lot of techniques from how to front kick to how to throw somebody and all this. It's martial arts. And that takes years training. This stuff, this will come back to you in a moment. You don't need tons of training. So eyes are the first. Ears. Stay right there.
Yes, sir.
All right. If I cut my hands and I were to BAM! Nail his 2 ears, one of 2 things would happen. One, he would die. You can absolutely kill a human being just by cutting the ears. On the lighter side of things, he will lose vision, certainly lose hearing. He will lose equilibrium. He'll probably throw up on you, and he'll hit the ground. That's what happens. How do I know that? Anyway.
Sir.
So what we're going to do?
Paddles.
Paddles. Grab paddles.
Sir.
That's awesome. What do you got? You're going to come up to the paddle, and you're just going to go, no! Now, you don't have to cup your hands. It will work if your hands. It will work. It will work with just one hand. You don't have to have both. But if come here. Yes. Bam! It's all done. It's as simple as that. But you need to have your wits about you. What's probably going to happen when you get attacked is you're going to go into shock. Your fine motor skills are going to go right out the window. So the very, even just poking an eyeball, you probably won't be able to do that. But grabbing an entire head, that's a gross motor skill. You'd be able to handle that one. This one, back of the ear, that's gross motor skill. All right? There's something called the adrenal stress response. And that's what happens when you get scared. Adrenaline pours into the body. Your body prepares itself for fight or flight. And a lot of things happen. You lose peripheral vision. You lose hearing. You lose fine motor skills. So again, part of what we're teaching you tonight is all gross motor skill stuff. So,
Sir.
just be here and come up. If you get attacked, your arms better be up. Okay, so don't walk up like this. So bring your hands up and just hit at the same time. Now, as we do this stuff, the first time you go, I should have told you this with the thumb thing, but hit gently and ramp up the power as you get used to it. Because even just doing this, you hurt your wrist. Some of you have carpal tunnel or something. You know, get all that. So just start light and build yourself up until you're just not like Hershey. Okay, good. There it is. Happy person. All right, go, sir. Come on. Don't do this for me. All right? Ready? That is true. Nobody said you don't go like this. All right? Come forward and in. It's too easy to block, get out of the way, and all that. Just come forward and in. This I have to teach you how to do hug defense. So y'all are at Thanksgiving, you know, you have dear old drunk Uncle Fred. And he's the one that doesn't bathe a lot, right? And he comes walking up to you, and you know he just wants to give you the biggest hug in the world. And you're like, oh my God. And so drunk Uncle Fred comes up, gives you a hug. Come on, give you a hug. Oh, easy. Walk me backwards. Grab, just grab on. All right? And you're dying, right? So let's do hug defense. So you're drunk Uncle Fred, and you're going to come up and give me this big giant hug. Go ahead. And I'm going to go, no, arms out, big. Oh, family hug. Family hug. All right. And I'm just going to do this. Go, hi, how you doing? So good to see you. You don't insult them, right? All you're doing, right, is you just take their hands, you go, hey, how you doing? And be sincere, all right? Now, if you do that once or twice, dear old drunk Uncle Fred, you get the message. You don't even get to be hugged unless you want to be, unless you ask to be. It's something that's got to change in our society, putting my wants and desires on you, forgetting about you. Right? So this has worked many times, right? So that's hug defense, that's free. All right, so there's the clapping of the ears. Let's move on. Nose. Okay, nose. All you need to do, if you hit, how many of you have been hit in the nose before? Everybody, right? What happened? Eyes water, you stumble back, you grab your face.
Your nose bleeds, sir.
Your nose bleeds. Well, you're such a bleeder. And you stumble back, and during that time, you're out the door. You're gone. All right? Now, I will tell you this. You hit them straight on, and all of that will happen. Eyes watering, all of that. You hit up. The hill. The hill. The little piece of cartilage right here, watch. The little piece of cartilage right here comes off, goes up into the brain, and kills them. So again, don't go home to hubby. Don't go home to hubby. Look what I learned! So now, in the moment, are you going to be thinking this way or this way? No, you do whatever you've got to do. That's all there is to it. I will say, in addition to nose, nailing in the chin and driving up. How have you ever been nailed in the chin and your teeth clack together, and how much does that rattle you and shake you up? It's not going to kill anybody, but it is going to give you the moment to get up and get away. Okay? So, for this one, paddles. Sure. Oh, yeah. So we'll hold the paddles like this, and you're just going to come up and you're going to go, no! Now, again, I go too hard and too fast. Go easy as you start. Don't be hyperextending your elbow and hurting your hand and all that stuff. Start easy. As you go through a bunch of times, ramp up your power, all right? And get comfortable. You all got it?
Sure. Yes, sir.
Go.
Don't break
Go.
Oh, yeah. Don't break nothing.
Because you're all coming up and you're doing this. Now! And this arm is dead on a rifle. All right? How many of you have ever seen the movie Enough with J-Lo? If you have not seen that movie, please watch it.
Yes, sir.
It's a good movie about women and self-defense and all that having to move on. If I'm coming up, remember I told you, your arms better be up. They just better be up. So as I'm hitting him here, this arm's up so that he's not, trying to hit me or whatever. This is at least protecting me a little bit. So always try to get used to both arms being up. Okay, go hit noses. You know, my master, Grandmaster Osu Wong, teaches us, it's easy to hurt somebody. Damage a human body? Oh God, that's cake. But to learn to do what we do without hurting each other, oh, that's a skill. That's real skill. Fruit. Fruit. How many of you all have seen Patrick Swayze? Roadhouse. Ah! Okay. So, if I come up and I reach behind his trachea and I just squeeze, his body automatically goes up and he staggers backwards. Now, take your 2 fingers and just squeeze your trachea. If you don't get it for yourself, are you happy?
Yeah, thank you.
Help? All right. Now, it is not simply coming up and squeezing, right? That doesn't really bother you. But if I reach behind and I grab, I reach behind. The trachea is a tube. You reach around the back of it and you crush it. It's just cartilage. It'll crush, it'll break, it'll bleed. They will choke on their own blood. This is my least favorite of the 5 that the FBI teaches, but if you get really aggressive and you just come in and you nail, not crush it, but grab it, twist it, and yank it, it's ugly. So, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the squares, not those. The squares have some give. And you're going to come up. And I'm going to come up and I'm going to grab the throat and crush. No! And I'm going to crush the thing. All right? Go to town. Sir. No! 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 Stronger than me, younger too. And, you know, I'd delay the inevitable if I just try to get away. But if I damage it, boom, just drive the knee. It works on women as well as it works on men. Okay? And how many of you all have been nailed to the groin? And how fast do you go to the ground?
Very quickly, sir.
Again, we're not trying to kill them. We just want to get away. Alright? So you nail them in the groin and you go for it. Now, shields would be nice. I would love shields, but I don't think we have it. Oh, all right, here, do this. So holders, put your hand in, and then put your other hand on top. No, just, there you go. So that you don't get your arm nailed, and everybody that's doing this, just come up. Put your hands on it. Put your hands on mine. Okay, right there. Hi-ya! And you're just gonna drive off. It does not take a lot. You don't have to, come at it with everything you own. But just be solid on it. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't yell no.
Drive it.
Yep.
Yeah, ready? It's louder. Come on. Ready? You don't need me. But we do have one. It's called a stomp kick, and they're probably going to have to come up to the bags for that.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
You all bring out that.
Sir.
All right, so watch here. She grabbed and she's got my wrist, and she's got my arms. Right? A stomp kick brings the foot up and you just stomp. It takes, I don't know, 10 pounds of pressure to blow out a knee.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's nothing. You get grabbed, all right? All you.
I'm doing the
You're
grabbing.
the grabbing.
Okay.
And then just, bam, just knee. Right like that. Now, this one, well, all of them, but you can't practice on something. You'll blow somebody's knee out. I would even try. So what we're going to do is we're going to split up, and everybody's going to face a bag. There'll be an instructor in each bag. And you're just going to come up and no! And you're just going to stomp on what would be approximately your knee height. Don't hit that, especially in the rear foot. Hit up on the back. All right? Go ahead, guys. Go for it.
So don't hit here. No.
Eyes, ears, nose, throat, brain, knees. It should be all that you need. What I want to do now is have you guys give me a scenario that either you found yourself attacked in, or just one you're thinking about, and what would be an approach. There's no one approach to defend yourself. An approach. But I'm going to start out by giving you one.
Sir.
Because we've got the bags. All right. So if he, I'm just going to back you up so we can see. All right. So if he grabs me from behind, don't kill me. Just a bit. All right. We always assume that our attackers are bigger and stronger than we are. Always assume that. So we're going to hit them in a place that's going to hurt anybody. All right? So for this one, we get grabbed. All right? First thing I do is to get my hips out of the way. If I just swing my hand backwards, I'm going to miss. Okay? So I swing my hips out of the way, and I swing back and nail him right in the leg. All right? He will stumble backwards and let go. It is at that point that I turn around and I start beating the crap out of him. That I take off. Now, we'll practice that in a second. Where do we run to?
I played a first.
Place. Okay. Try. If you're walking down a street and there's not a lot of people, but there's there's a lot of houses, run up to a house. Most of these people that are attacking you know, they want what they want, but they either want to rob you, or they assault you, okay? But they don't want to fight. And they certainly don't want anyone to find out who they are. So you run up to a house and start knocking on the door, yelling for help, they will take off. They do not want to be ID'd. Okay? Is that everybody? No. There's real lunatics out there that have no mind. They don't know. But your chances of running into them are fairly low. So you run to a group of people. You run to a well-lit area. You run to a house or a storefront that's open. Get in a store. And don't be quiet when you go in the store. Help me. Someone's trying to rob me, whatever, all right? Call 911. Direct the store clerk or whoever what to do. Because they're going to be in shock too. What? All right? Tell them what to do. Can I use your phone? And most of y'all have phones these days, right? So you can call 911. But, you know, as this person's trying to attack you, don't whip out the phone straight. Call 911. Right? You need to get away first. Okay. So when you're taking off, you do your very best to run to the safest area you can. Okay, so let's go to the bags and just practice this for a second, and then I'll ask you all for scenarios. So think of scenarios that you want for defense. So just stand here, just scoot your hips out of the way. You don't actually have to step. Just scoot your hips out of the way. Make what we call a hammer fist. So you make a fist, okay? Then you hit like this, all right? Yeah! No. No! Right there. So you swing right there. And one hit is all it's going to take for them to loosen up and let you go. All right? So go with the bags, go with your instructors, and
So
go ahead and hit the bag. Go ahead.
Go here. Stick that open tuck it in.
Seminars is that you all think it's too easy. And you were, thought you were going to come in here and start flipping things. But basic self-defense is easy. It's very simple. Like I said before, it's easy to hurt a human being. All right. The thing that really worries me, and this is why I would recommend you all do some form of martial arts training. And, black belt takes years, 4 or 5 years to get a black. 4th degree black belt?
19 and a half years, sir.
20 years. 20 years. She's testing for her master's. It's 20 years of training. Why do we train so much? But because when we need these skills, we want them to pop out. We don't want to have to think, now what? Slit tight hips. No. We want these skills to pop out immediately. What else does martial art training give you? Physical fitness, cardiovascular fitness, mental discipline. Really strong mental discipline. Right? which is gonna help you in other places, not just defending yourself, but against that abusive boss. Being able to say no to a friend that's trying to talk you into a timeshare. I don't know.
Exactly that.
Yeah, that's right. Those that timeshare and similar, they use all these psychological attacks on you. My wife and I, we were somewhere and they're trying to talk some timeshare, and I don't know, we wanted the cookie they were going to give us or something, so we went and listened to their spiel and everything. And finally, the guy that's at the table realized that we weren't going to say yes. We kept saying no. So what do?
Take the cookies.
No. Here comes the manager. Big, giant guy. Here comes the manager. And I sat back and I laughed. And I said to him, don't think that's going to do any good at all. It's not. I know your tricks, and being a martial artist, I'm not going to give in. I know that when I say no, and that's all there is to it. Right? Anyway. So, consistent long-term training is key to a healthy body, a healthy life, good skills to defend yourselves in multiple scenarios and situations. At the academy, we have adult martial arts. We call it Daihamado, it doesn't matter, it's just martial arts. We have Hapkido, we have Gentle Do Tai Chi, we have cardio kickboxing, we have Aikido, we Ninja. Oh, we have Ninja. If you like American Ninja Warrior. Anyway, we have all kinds of things, and the goal of the academy was not simply to teach a martial art, Taekwondo. It was to have something for everybody. The elderly, the young, people that didn't want to, I don't know, rolling around. I think the martial arts are one of the best activities because it gives you the best bang for your buck. I'm a little biased, but that's my truth. All right, now, does anyone have a signal? No, really. Go ahead.
So I was in Northampton with my friend the other day.
Never go to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we were walking back to the car, and I've been on alert the whole time because we've had she's, and I'm like, there's people looking at us. I'm like already on edge. So we're getting back in the car. I'm in the car. She's getting in. There is a man hightailing it towards us like this. Get in the car. Close the doors, lock it. He's at the window. Did. But how would I get out of that if I didn't have time to lock the door? He was going to close the door.
Shame on you if you didn't get in your car fast enough to lock the door. Your automatic response to getting in your car should be shut the door.
I meant because she was getting in the other side. She was driving.
You need better friends.
She didn't know he was there. That's the problem.
The only thing I can tell you in that scenario is prep your friend ahead of time. And even tell them that story. And so when we get in the car, why don't you lock the door immediately? Right away. All right? I'll give you another scenario that somebody brought up. You ever been driving in the city, you stop at a stoplight, and somebody comes running up, squirts your windshield, and then they come to your window and they stick their arm in with their hand out, and you feel awkward, so you give them a nod. Why the hell was your You're in the city!
Yeah.
Fresh air.
Why?
Yeah.
Why was your window down in the first place? All right? So, just basic common sense kind of things. Do you want to be paranoid and always looking all over? No. But you want to be aware of your surroundings and what might happen. Okay? What else we have? Give me Cocoa Puff.
Oh, come on.
Here's one.
Go!
You're teaching at a university and you're walking to your car today. You're a teacher, you're walking to your car, you have all your stuff at night in your city's school.
Who's walking with you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
You absolutely grab the security dog. I mean, I don't wanna make a scene, just make a flipping scene. Oh, no one's gonna pounce on me. How do you know? It happens. You gotta be careful.
Because of my situation and what I do for work, we're working a show, and I'm loading my equipment out. We have a lot of expensive gear.
She plays drums with big name bands. Go ahead.
You have a lot of expensive gear. What do you do in that situation? Basically, make sure that you're not by yourself loading that expensive gear, because they could have a crew of people sitting with a van. Because I've heard of it happen. A crew of people with a van that'll come in and just snatch it. Always make sure you have at least 1, 2, 3 people with you. But what else would you do in that situation?
Well, nothing. You have, if you have that expensive equipment and you know it's gonna take time to load the van, don't do it on your own. You just don't, and if your boss tells you to do it on your own, you say no. You say no, right? Carjacking happens a lot. There's all kinds of different flavors of carjacking. One that I told you already is if you go out and your car's here, building's there, don't simply walk up to the door and unlock the door. You're looking right here and you're opening the door to get in. There's so much that could be going on around the car. Take the extra 10 seconds, and when you walk out to your car, walk around the car. Walk around the car. One time. Go around the car. And then open the door.
What happens if there's someone behind your car when you do that?
There is every scenario in the world that could be a but what if.
Yeah.
All right? I'm not going to tell you to jog around your car sometimes, but I will say, once you go around your car, still be aware.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes open to the front and back end of the car, and walk out with your keys in your hand. Did you know keys make great weapons? Keys make marvelous weapons. Where do you stick?
Oh yeah.
I know.
If you have those.
If you have, everything's on fob.
Fobs are
What about the house key? You got a house key still.
If you've got keys,
You're not helping.
stick it
I
right
have an
there,
alarm thing on my phone.
right in your neck. Okay. Here's another thing with another really good weapon, and I dare say probably all of you, except for my 16-year-old, has one.
A weapon?
Credit card.
Oh.
When you take, I don't have one here. If you take a credit card and you hold it, thumb and forefinger, and you have one of the corners, the rounded corners, all right? And if it's here, and you sit, and you simply go, it cuts like you read about it. Oh, give it a shot.
Not on me.
Go up to Courtney,
Yes, sir.
your sister. Courtney, come here.
She's hurt now, folks.
I know. You know, there was a movie called, I think, Good Guys Wear Black. It was a Chuck Norris movie. And I learned something when I was his age, watching that movie. And there was a bunch of ninja type attacking him and blah, 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 blah. And Chuck Norris was with his master, and this is going on, that's going on. And they're fighting and everything, and they win. And all these guys are on the ground. And then this guy starts to get up, wobbling to his feet. And the karate master grabbed a phone. Okay, the phone that you and he picked it up and he smashed the guy in the head with it. And he said, use what is available. So, you know, when I walk into a place I don't know, first thing I do is scope out the exits. Not paranoid, just automatically. Let's go about the exits. There they are. I was a bouncer for a year. I got really good at being aware of what was going on around me and stuff. So you don't only worry about exits and who might be a threat, but what could I use as a weapon? What could I use as a weapon? Spray. Pepper spray, not the best in the world. First of all, unless you're walking around with it like this, all right? But if the wind's blowing the wrong direction, you spritz,
In your eye.
you got it, it's right in your eye. It's a problem. So it's not the best, it's okay. Everything has its downsides, everything has its upsides. Anybody else got a scenario for me that you want to know how to get out? What was it, bud?
You're walking away and someone grabs your hair from behind.
Oh,
You don't know how to deal with that. The last thing that, what you don't want to do, I'm walking, she grabs my hair, oh, I just got a haircut, I'm sorry. Not that much there. She grabs my hair, the last thing I'm gonna do is try to run. I'm gonna turn right into it. And I'm going to eyes, nose, chin, whatever. And maybe they don't grab your hair. You ever get yanked by the hoodie?
Yes.
Yeah. Or the t-shirt? Or the jacket? It doesn't have to be your hair. But again, you grab my collar. Instead of trying to fight away, just turn. Bam! Right into the groin. Bam! Right up into the chin. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Good one. More? Anyone? You learn? I can't teach you how. Okay. Go ahead. Say, give me your money and hold your hand up like you're done. Here. That's the solution. Now, hold your hand up like you're done again. All right? And I have. Have some ice, please. But I'm trained. Like decades of training. So no, I don't want you all trying to take a knife away. I don't want you all trying to take a gun away. But you don't give me your wallet. You take the money out of the wallet and you fling it. If they're the typical 80% of robber types, they want your money. They don't care about you. They're gonna go and start trying to collect the money, right? What do?
Or throw your credit cards if you don't carry cash. There you go.
There you go. You just fling. You are the only thing that's not replaceable. Okay? I don't care what you just bought. I don't care how much money you're carrying on you. And shame on you. You know, Bill Cosby had a routine where he was saying he went and he took a week's worth of martial art lessons. And he went walking down dark alleys with hundreds hanging out of his pockets because he was hoping to God somebody would tap him. But shit, why do you have cash? Why in the world would you have cash? And why don't you have your credit cards apps on your phone so when they steal your wallet and you lose your credit card, you go on the app and you deactivate the cards. Done. It's right? You're just gonna know that this stuff exists, this technology exists, so you don't. I hate having money on me. I hate change because it's loud. I can't sneak up on people. It also weighs you down, but I also don't use folding money. I mean, nowadays you use your phone, right? Google Pay, Apple Pay, Google, Frito-Lay Pay, I don't know.
Cashers?
You raise your hand.
So what about fully defense for people with children?
Ah! Good one.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You said bully? You were
Bully children. Bless you.
Okay. We teach the children 5 bully defense to use in schools. We do not teach our kids to. We just don't. All right? Or, eyeballs. No. It's not going to be looked at well.
So we teach them 5 bully defense. Bully defense number 1 is
Walk away with confidence, sir.
give her 1, 2, 3. You rock. Walk away with confidence. All right. You use this in the scenario when somebody is calling you names from a. Stay there. They're calling you names from afar. Go ahead. Call me names.
Great jerk.
And you turn and you walk away. Not with your head down. Not with your tail between your legs. You walk away confidently. You keep your eye out for him and or her. And you walk away confidently. When you walk around like this, you may as well have a sign on your back that says,